One of the worst stories recently has been the crisis in Texas. But even that had a ray of sunshine, as a bad situation brought out the best in some people.
In Houston, two strangers took in a delivery driver for 5 days after she got stranded during the storm.
Wow, last week, Chelsea Timmons says she got stuck outside their home while delivering groceries just as the brunt of that storm moved through. The couple tried to get her a tow truck, but no one showed up. So they opened up their home to her.
We're like, just come inside, hang out, we'll figure it out. And, and at some point we realized that we were probably going to have a house guest for a few days, which was fine. Chelsea made an amazing coconut cake the other day, too.
Oh, that is the sweetest, most heartwarming abduction I have ever seen. This is like if the movie Get Out was made by the Hallmark Channel. And you know, these days when everyone is so suspicious and distrustful of strangers, it's really wonderful to hear about a couple that didn't hesitate for a second to help a stranger in need. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna write them an email. Dear American friends, I am a Nigerian prince who has lots of money, and you can't help me. The only person who this isn't a happy story for is the guy who ordered coconuts that never showed up. Because, I mean, he was shivering in his house like, don't worry, kids. We're going to make it through this just fine. Oh, man, just as soon as those coconuts get here. Let's move on to a ray of sunshine from Ohio. A story that starts out scary, but ends scarily adorable.
An Ohio bomb squad made a surprise discovery responding to a call about a suspicious bag found outside a church. Well, they weren't met with ticking, but purring coming from the bag. 6 newborn kittens and their mother were discovered.
And a note that says Sprinkles had gone into labor the day earlier. And they're all being cared for. They're all well at the local animal shelter there.
Wow, what a relief that must have been. A bunch of kittens is the best thing you can hope to see when you're expecting to see a bomb. I mean, it's like going to your grandpa's funeral, but instead, Beyonce pops out of the casket for a surprise concert. Oh, I mean, it's too bad you didn't get to bury your grandpa, but hey, Beyonce, bad grandpa, bad grandpa. So, it really is great news that this wasn't a bomb. Although, after 1 week with 7 cats in your house, you'll wish it had just been a bomb. And look, I know we should be careful, but did this really have to go straight to the bomb squad? I mean, like, it feels like a couple more questions on the 911 call could have helped. Okay, sir, is the bag meowing? It is? All right, then those are kittens, sir. Yeah, that's not a bomb. Okay, bye-bye. 911, what is your emergency? Now, is the fire meowing? Yeah, those are kittens, ma'am. Yeah, that's not a fire. Okay, then, bye-bye. 911, what's your emergency? At the same time, though, I will admit, it is still too early to let our guard down. I mean, bombers are really clever people, so this could all be a long game. You know, you bring home those sweet kittens, you take care of them, you snuggle them, you listen to them purr. They become part of the family, and then one night, 10 years from now, you open your eyes, and your cat is on your chest holding a trigger button like, boom, bitch. Meow. All right, let's move on now from 6 tiny kittens to 1 giant sheep, and another great animal rescue story from the week.
Rescuers in Australia found a sheep that had close to 78 pounds of wool dragging him down. Look at this guy. He was underweight, and all that gargantuan fleece even covered his eyes. The rescuers took him to Edgar's Mission Farm Sanctuary. That's where he promptly received a good shearing. Sheep typically have to be sheared at least once a year to keep them healthy. Look at all that. Talk about the socks and the sweaters.
Oh, man. I am so happy for that sheep. And he must have been relieved too. I bet he was like, man, thank you. My dick looks so much bigger now. That's incredible though. They shaved 78 pounds of wool off of 1 sheep. That's enough to make 1 mitten for Bernie Sanders.